Hey everyone, this is Joe, your mostly adequate dungeon master. We're taking a short break from our main campaign since we have a few vacations going on, so instead we're briefly returning to our Goblin side campaign with Roy, Willy, and Juanne. If you want to get the full Goblin experience, be sure to check out bonus episodes 1 through 5 and 11 through 13, with that second group of episodes being a little bit more relevant and important. We're going to do a short recap in character as well for this episode, so let's go ahead and get started.
Welcome to Falcon's Reach, a city in which magic is technology. You're listening to Adequately Advanced Magic.
We see a kobold in a dirty, scruffed-up suit angrily enter what is apparently his office. We see a close-up of the nameplate on the Cocobolo desk, and it says, Herbert. He stomps on over to his magical coffee machine and attempts to make a fresh pot, only to discover that he's out of beans. Even angrier now, he rubs his temples as he walks over to his storage cabinet, upon which sits a display for fancy knives. As he reaches in to grab a bag of coffee beans, he notices something. One of the knives is unlike the others. It's dirty, rusty, and worn. He opens the case and he picks up the knife. He forgets about the coffee for a moment and he runs over to his desk. He pulls out a cabinet, and he pulls out some magic tech. The camera zooms in on its labeling, and it says, Locate Object. As Herbert holds the rusty knife, we smash cut into a much shinier and newer one and fancier one. This one is located in a sheath on the hip of Gobplerk. What do you look like, Roy?
Gobplerk is a 2-foot-tall kobold with red scales, currently wearing a tracksuit that is black and red. And, he's a small little guy, and he's currently just kind of like resting his hands on his assortment of daggers and knives that he has, making sure they're all in their proper place.
The camera slowly zooms out, and now we see Kaurnflek. Juanne, what do you look like?
So Kaurnflek is also a kobold, right? Yes. A moment of introspection.
What is a kobold?
What is a kobold? And she's also wearing a large shirt with shorts, so it kind of looks, at first glance, it looks like she's not wearing pants, but then you're like, oh, I guess she really is just putting in the absolute minimum effort to go outside. But also, she's very sticky, or like her shirt is very stained due to the fruit trials. So there's just like bits of fruit everywhere, and like various splashes of juice on her shirt.
The camera continues to zoom out, and now we see Goblet.
Goblet is a goblin wearing a black tracksuit, black with gold stripes tracksuit. He has a solid black goatee, thinning hair that's slicked back, but also because he had just eaten a lot of fruit, his eyes are fluttering, like he's kind of there, kind of not, and kind of head's drooping. He's exhausted, level 2.
The camera continues to zoom out a little bit faster this time because there's like because we got to fit Lloyd into the frame. Here we see an older male human. He has some white hair and some scruff. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt and some goblin-sized track pants, which are essentially shorts for him. The four of you guys are looking forward, somewhat astonished, standing in the grass, and the camera cuts to what we know as a unicorn. You guys have never seen this before, and a kobold riding on its back. The kobold repeats his question, and he says, "Son? Daughter? Hello? Anybody in there?"
Is that you, Dad?
Dad? I mean, wouldn't you be able to tell more than us? I don't remember anything. I guess you kind of look like you could be our dad.
Alright, well, given contextual clues, I think I should be your dad. We can do we can do the P test later.
Oh, thank God. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any books?
No, we got some leaves though.
Nature's books.
Is it true what Herbert said about Mom? That she was killed by lack of insurance?
How about y'all get on Bill here, and I'll tell y'all all about it.
Bill!
Bill is just like, yep, hi.
Bill can talk?
Yeah, I'm a unicorn.
Can Bill be my dad?
Wow.
Bill looks confused and looks at Clerk. And then he immediately turns around to you and he's like, yup.
Hell yeah! Let's get on, boys!
Goblet reaches out his hand and tries to get Lloyd to pull him along. He's still not fully there.
Lloyd is like, "Are you sure we're gonna fit on there?" Clerk is just like, "Oh yeah, Bill's real strong." Bill's just like, yep, you can get on." Lloyd picks up Goblet, Kaurnflek, and Gobplerk and C2 onto Bill alongside Clerk. And then he hops on the very end, on the ass part of the unicorn. And the group trots away into the jungle.
Goblet rests his head on Lloyd's chest.
Kaurnflek keeps finding, like, leaves or... yeah, I guess leaves and just sticking them into Bill's hair.
The three of you get a closer look at Clerk. He has some of that kobold scruff, and he's wearing some dorky-looking round glasses. He's wearing a very, very worn leather jacket, underneath which is a white shirt, and some khaki slacks. He has a very Indiana Jones vibe about him.
He's wearing a hat, you said?
I did not say that, but now he is.
But you said he has dorky glasses?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
He gives you guys a hug, and he says, "I can't believe you found me."
I'd say that you found us. We spent most of our time trying to survive and not doing great. Thanks for finding us.
Look, I'm real sorry that you got caught up in all this, but I promise we'll make it all out together. How did y'all find yourselves over here?
Well, first I found out, I had a sister. I didn't know that for a long time. I was just kind of on my own for a while. And then Lloyd here, he helped me find her in the library, and that's when I found out I had family.
Well, how did you all find out to come to the botanical garden?
I had a book. My I guess not my real mom. My fake mom. My caretaker. The one who took care of me till now. She said that when she found me, that I was with a note in a children's book, and the note had an address on it. I had never paid attention to it before because I didn't know if I had family, but then Gobplerk came, and then so we started going towards that address. And we made friends.
Gobplerk is nodding vigorously.
Goblet's nodding in his slumber.
First there was a gob daddy, and then we robbed him of a boat, and then there were sewers, and then there was this one lady. She was like, "Yeah, I'm a pirate," and then she caught us, and then she made us find her some friends, and there was this guy named Archie.
She didn't catch all. She only caught Lloyd.
Lloyd says, "Oh yeah, my name's Lloyd."
Oh, yeah, this is Lloyd.
Clerk turns around and is like, "It's nice to meet you. My name's Clerk. And if I'm not mistaken, this here's Plurk, and this here's Lurk." Pointing to Kaurnflek.
Wow, you sure pronounce Kaurnflek weird.
He looks flabbergasted. He's like, Why would I name my daughter after a cereal?
Why wouldn't you? Well, then what's Lurk?
It's the family name.
Well, maybe we can compromise and I can be Kaurnflek.
That doesn't sound that bad. But I can call you Kaurnflek.
Okay, that's my official name can now be Kaurnflek, but pronounced Kaurnflek.
What'd you say you called me?
Plurk.
But my name was Gobplerk. Does it mean I have two names now?
Clerk looks unsuredly at Goblet, and he pokes you awake.
Whoa! Hi.
Hi, I'm Clerk.
Hi, Clerk. Who am I? I'm Goblet.
Do you know why Clerk is called Gobplerk?
Yeah, that was the name he chose for himself. We've been together for a while now. I'm a goblin, and what does a goblin mean? Goblin, kobold, human. They're all just terms. And Gobplerk here joined us goblins, and he told everybody he was a goblin, so then he became a goblin, and I think he just felt more comfortable becoming Gobplerk. So he's Gobplerk.
Gobplerk.
Yeah,
he's a nice goblin. He took care of me when I was on the streets, and it was hard because it was just me for a while. Me and Squeaksy's here.
Nice to meet you, Squeaksies.
Quick.
Clerk turns back to Kaurnflek and Gobplerk and Goblet, and he says, "All right, well, what happened after the sewers?"
Well, after the sewer, we found ourselves with a lot of these. I don't know if they're creatures or animals or something else, but they're green and they don't move, except for the ones that do move and are not nice. I think somebody called them plants or trees. I don't know what the difference is. Is a plant a tree or a tree a plant? I don't know. But then we went into this place where we met this person who looks kind of like you. He also had glasses, but he didn't seem very nice. His name was... What was his name, guys?
Herbert.
Herbert.
He gave us coffee. That was nice.
Yeah, he said he could take us to you, I think, Clerk. And then we go with him, but then he did something not nice to us. He said he would kill us if you didn't show up. So we were about to die cuz you didn't show up. And then some orcs came, and we got trapped by orcs. And then I can't speak. My memory has gone blank. I think something bad happened after that.
Yeah, I saw everybody just like Lloyd got caught. Everybody else got caught except Gobplerk. I didn't get caught. I was outside the net that they used, and then they came and they hit them all in the head, punk, and they all took a nap. And they took them back to the orc village, and then I followed behind everybody, and I was high up in the tree, and I was looking at everything, and they took them to a tent in the middle of the village, and then the next day they were taking them out to this place with all this stuff with the fruit, and I didn't really know what was going on there. That was kind kind of confusing. You know what's going on with that, Kaurnflek? Why were they bringing you all the fruit in the first place?
I'm not really sure, but they just kept saying that we were the doing the fruit trial, and then they kept. At first, it was really nice. It was really tasty, but then there was just so much fruit. There was so much fruit. So much
Fruit.
So
Goblet
much
starts to
fruit.
like close his eyes and like swat away the air.
I mean, it looked pretty good from where I was sitting. I mean, you had strawberries, and you had the plums, and then you had the apples, and then you had the mangoes, and then you had the cantaloupe. It was actually a lot. Now that I'm saying it all together like that.
Actually, would Gobplerk know what fruits are if he's never seen trees before?
Wait,
I guess there's a chance.
There was they had like whenever they were
There's like the JYMO processed fruit.
no, it's just like whenever they bring it out, it's like they have like giant signs that say the trial of the strawberry, the trial of the plum.
like a boxing match or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so they were giving you the trial of the fruit. That made sense because they kept on bringing the fruit out.
Yeah, and then at one point there was a cantaloupe, I think, and then it started growing, and then I was the fruit mother. They kept calling me fruit mother, and then and then they wouldn't leave me alone. I wanted to leave, but they wouldn't leave me alone. But we did it somehow.
Yeah, Kaurnflek's the fruit mother. She's the what, they call her a goddess or something. I didn't know that, Kaurnflek. Am I supposed to? Does that make you a god too?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't know that either.
Oh wow. How come we got separated from our family? We're gods and goddesses. I don't understand.
Clerk chuckles a little bit, and he says, "I see what happened here. Well, what if I told y'all we were about to meet the real fruit mother?"
Are they our mom too?
Bill is like, I don't think so.
Will they get mad at me because people thought I was her?
No, she's really nice.
Okay, I think. Okay, nice.
She's my wife.
Oh, Mrs. Bill.
Yep.
Are you the fruit daddy? Fruit daddy!
You know,
Or do you prefer fruit Bill?
Fruit Bill Daddy? Yep.
Daddy
The
Fruit Bill?
Bill father.
Daddy Bill fruit? Billy Dad fruit? Wait, yes. Okay. Okay, Fruit Bill Dad. Are we gonna go see her now?
Yep. That's where we're headed.
Nice.
I don't want to eat more fruit.
Oh, is she gonna make us eat fruit?
No, she's nice. She's not gonna make you eat fruit.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Goblet? You don't look so good.
I don't feel so good either. I need to
Oh.
take a nap.
What about you, Kaurnflek? Are you okay? You, Lloyd? Are you okay?
Lloyd is still like, oh my god, I'm so full right now.
I'm still really full too, but everything's so interesting. My body wants to die, but I just can't help being curious.
Okay. Well, how long will it take to get where we're going? That clerk.
We'll be there soon.
Ooh, can we call you Dad Clerk?
Sure.
Hell yeah, Dad Clerk, Dad Clerk, Dad Clerk.
As Bill trots along, the path once again opens itself. The brush and the bushes sort of turn away, opening a path up as you guys continue to head deeper into the jungle.
So Goblet, now that he doesn't have to worry about eating more fruit, as reassured by Bill, settles in and smiles and says, well, that's who we are, but who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Well, I'm Clerk.
Dad Clerk.
I'm Dad Clerk.
Dad Clerk.
I suppose I owe you kids an explanation. A long time ago, before y'all were born, I used to work for Moondeer Coffee, along with your mom. And as he's telling you this, we see this all in flashback. We see a younger clerk, less scruff, cleaner shirt, cleaner jacket, come to the camp with Herbert. He continues, Herbert used to be my boss, and he was obsessed with finding this secret of the garden. One day, y'all's mom went on an expedition with Herbert, and she never came back. In the flashback, you see Clerk collapse to his knees when he hears the news. She didn't have insurance. And on that day, I decided that y'all would never work for Moon Deer. I would try to find you guys a better life. When I tried to escape with y'all, I was attacked by orcs. While I got you guys out, I was dying. That is until Bill here found me and took me to his wife, who healed me. But my wound was grievous, and the magic that Yesenia used bound me to her.
Wait, who?
That's Bill's wife. He unbuttons one or two of the top buttons on his shirt, and he reveals what is a pretty, nasty looking wound.
Gnarly.
Yeah, gnarly.
Gnarly.
On his chest. And he says, unfortunately, I can't live without her magic. If I get too far, I'll die. That's why I couldn't find y'all once I healed up. Tears forming in his eyes.
So you didn't abandon us?
All I ever wanted for y'all was a better life. I can only hope y'all found it.
Goblet asks the other, well, what do you guys think? Is your life better? How is life?
Well, I have you, Goblet, and I have Lord and Squeaksies and Kaurnflek, and now I have my dad back.
That's me, Dad Clerk.
Dad Clerk and Mom Plern.
So is life pretty good?
I mean, the only thing better would be, if I got to, we got to have Mom Plern back.
What do you think happened to Mom Plern, Dad Clerk?
Clerk says, Herbert said they came under attack by plant dogs, but it could have also been the orcs too.
I realized he did the thing where he tells you one thing and then it ended up being a different thing. He lied. Maybe he was lying about that.
I don't know, son. I don't know. Go ahead and do an insight check.
Insight.
All of us?
How insightful is
Whoever is trying to determine whatever Clerk is feeling.
Dad Clerk?
Dad Clerk.
Okay, I got a 16.
Nat 20.
Ooh, you know all his feelings.
Gobplerk stares into his dad's eyes.
Clerk is scared to hope. He's 99% sure that she's dead.
Gobplerk takes his hand and he pats his dad's shoulder.
He pats you back. And he pats Kaurnflek too.
Kaurnflek uses both her hands to pat everybody else.
Goblet starts trying to high-five Kaurnflek and everybody else.
The only person who's sobbing is Lloyd. He's just ugly crying in the back on the butt of Bill.
What's Bill doing?
Bill's just are we there yet?
Oh, you're the one driving.
Bill continues to head deeper into the forest, and eventually the brush starts to clear. And in the moonlight, you see a giant tree surrounded by some water, backed by a pretty big waterfall. It's essentially a bit of it's like a little clearing hidden within the forest.
Are there any fruits on the tree?
Yeah, there's a couple. Bill approaches the tree for a little bit and stops to let everybody get off. He does the little, happy horse binky. Is that a thing?
And then, a toss.
Yeah. And he goes to snuggle up next to the tree.
Is the tree the mom?
a very feminine figure sort of like emerges within the trunk of the tree. Think Mother Willow, but sexier.
Mother Willow?
Pocahontas. That's a Google search I'm not willing to test.
Sexy Mother Willow.
Okay, let me see. Mother Willow. Oh, okay.
Goblet really wants to sleep.
Gobplerk waves.
Clerk sort of goes up a little bit closer and he says, Yesenia, this is my daughter and my son, Gobplerk and Kaurnflek. And this here is Goblet and Lloyd. Yesenia says, oh my, it's so good to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you, Fruit Mother. I'm very, very sorry that I accidentally pretended to be you. I hope you didn't see that. It was a little bit embarrassing.
Oh no, it's totally okay. You can call me Yesenia.
I'll try.
You guys are all Clerk talks about.
Oh.
What does he say? He talks shit?
Yeah, he's like, I'm so glad I got rid of those kids.
That's our dad.
But no, he only talks about how much he could meet you and how much he misses you.
Miss Yesenia?
Yes?
I'm Gobplerk. Nice to meet you. I wanted to say thank you for saving my dad.
Yes, of course.
So, when Herbert was talking about Secret of the Forest, is it you all? Is it family? Is it Yesenia?
Oh no, it's me.
Oh, okay. Why does he want to covet you so badly?
You see, the city wasn't always like this. At one point, there were trees and grass and green things everywhere. But once the corporations took over, everything began to wither and die. At some point, someone thought it would be a good idea to preserve plants and wildlife in this garden, and they asked me to do it. Since then, everybody has forgotten about the garden, and forgotten about me and Bill. Bill is still nuzzling the tree.
It's getting a little bit like, a couple PDA.
Yeah, it makes everybody mildly uncomfortable.
Goblet hears the scratching and wakes up and is staring.
I think Kaurnflek's just covering her eyes.
Gobplerk's just wondering if Bill's itchy.
Yeah, you take go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's gonna be a 4, actually.
You don't see this, but Bill has a bunch of stuff in his hair that Kaurnflek stuck in it. And yeah, Herbert wants me so that he can grow more coffee.
Goblet, still staring and a bit confused about how this plant is talking, asks, what are you? Are you a plant, or are you a person? Are you a spirit?
I am a treant.
A treant. Okay, you're a treant. Got it.
Yesenia is secretly glad she doesn't have to explain.
Goblet accepts all as they are, whether they're a goblin, or a kobold who thinks they're a goblet.
Anyways, welcome to our sanctuary. I'm sure you all are very tired.
No, I actually feel pretty good. I just took a quick nap.
Well, now I'm tired. My turn to take a nap, I guess.
Your turn.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you guys want now.
All right.
Wow.
We're like, it was a cutscene and now we can move around now.
Yeah, longest cutscene ever.
Okay.
You just get to pick all the dialogue choices.
Well, I think Kaurnflek will try to rest for her exhaustion.
Goblet is going to sit and meditate, also to help with exhaustion.
Clerk is off in the distance, making some tents for you guys. It appears he has his own tent and like a little cooking pot around like a fire.
Gobplerk will go help his dad with setting up of the tents and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Kaurnflek, what are you doing?
Oh, I think she's just laying on the ground, like face planted, snoring. It's drooling. It's been a long day.
Gobplerk, go ahead and roll a survival check.
All right. 18 plus 2 is 20.
Yeehaw.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you make the best tent ever. As you and Clerk build the tents, he says to you, Gobplerk, was it hard out there?
Well, sometimes there wasn't a lot to eat, and then some of the others, would pick on me because I was small, like. But, everything after I met Goblet has kind of been a lot better than, he's very nice.
Yeah, are those goblins nice to you?
Yeah, they looked out for me. They only just asked me to, take things from other people sometimes or bring them back for everybody, but, just whatever I find.
That's good. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you.
Oh, shucks. Like, well, it's not your fault. You got hurt and then you were stuck here.
How about we go to bed and we can catch up in the morning?
Okay, yeah, I think everybody else is pretty tired.
He tucks you into the tent. And he does it for everybody, actually, including Loy. Lloyd gets like double tense because he's tall. And he's like, good night.
Good night.
Goblet lies down, curls up, and mutters, good night.
Kaurnflek's been asleep the whole time, blissfully snoring. I'm assuming someone kind of dragged her into a tent, so she's like covered in dirt too.
Clerk did it.
Okay.
In a nicer way. And everybody goes to bed.
Sweet. Wait, so I do a long rest, and it says I can only recover 1 level of exhaustion during this rest. It requires food and drink.
Through the power of the forest.
Yeah, through the
Okay.
power of the forest
Yeah.
and Yesenia's healing ability, you guys wake up unexhausted. That's the
Sweet.
technical term.
Oh.
Goblet, you feel a wet tongue
Cool.
lick across your face.
Goblet, am I awake or am I still sleeping?
I don't know. Would a wet tongue across your face wake you up?
Depends on what I'm dreaming of.
What are you dreaming about?
I'm dreaming about fruit.
So it's a nightmare.
So yeah,
Wait.
the fruit would, yeah, I would imagine like the fruit somehow was
Licked
all
you?
over me. Yeah. So like Goblet wakes up, and what does Goblet see?
You see Bill, the unicorn, staring straight down at you. He's like, guys, there's something going on.
Goblet asks, "What's going on?" as he gets up.
Kaurnflek gets up.
Yeah. He wakes everybody up. Sort of like in this like frantic frolicking mode.
Frolicking and licking.
He's a unicorn. He only knows how to frolic. Everybody do a perception check.
Perception.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception.
Ooh,
Am
a
I in direct
23.
sunlight?
You're shaded.
Okay, 18.
Everybody smells the smell of smoke.
Uh-oh.
And within the dome of the botanical garden, you can see it sort of slowly wafting upwards. Bill is just like, I think they're coming.
Do we see the direction of smoke?
Is it the orcs?
Here, let's powwow. And he leads you guys over to a very concerned-looking clerk and a very concerned-looking Yesenia.
What do we do? Tell us what to do.
What's going on?
Bill's just like, Clerk says, I think they found us. It has to be Herbert.
Oh, goddamn that Herbert. Should we run?
That Herbert guy's a bad guy. Well, how many of them are there?
Yesenia says, well, at the rate that they're going, there must be dozens of them.
Oh no.
Bill stomps around nervously, and then you can see it across his unicorn face. He has an epiphany. And he's like, guys,
We should kill them, right? We just kill all of them? Is that how we solve this?
Yeah. But also, I can teleport people.
Oh, that's really useful.
But, I have to have been at the place where we're teleporting in order to teleport there.
Like, oh, so you haven't left the garden before, have you?
Nope.
So if you teleport us, will you come with us?
Yep.
But what about Yesenia?
Yes.
Won't they find you?
The tree looks unsure of herself. If we leave the garden, they might not be able to find us.
Oh, so you can come with us?
Yeah, I think I can be teleported, but we need to have a place to go.
What about the place with the pirate lady and her friends?
Wasn't that underground?
Yesenia, can you live under the ground?
No, I need to have at least a little bit of light.
Could we go back to the goblin place?
Lloyd says, yeah, we should go back to the goblin place.
There's light there?
It's like a compound, right?
Yeah, it's like a compound.
Ah, okay.
We'll just say we got some fake plants.
You're a genius.
But that's kind of far from here, right? Bill, have you been to the goblin place?
Bill says, nope. Are goblins nice now?
Well,
Because back in the day, they sort of, like, were real murdery.
I think everything.
He realizes you're a goblin. He's just like, sorry.
Kind of uncomfortable. That's not really a good thing to say, man.
I think everything's a matter of perspective.
So if Clerk couldn't leave before because of the fruit of Yesenia's powers, but Yesenia can move, then Clerk can still come with us? Is this what's happening?
Clerk says, I suppose I could go if wherever Yesenia goes.
But Yesenia, maybe this goes back to the earlier question. Are you the tree or are you inside the tree? Can you live with a different tree? Who are you? What are you?
I am the tree. This is me in front of you.
So can we teleport the entire all of you?
Yes, as long as there's somewhere with dirt and water.
Dirt and water. I think we can find that, right? Right, guys?
Probably.
Well, it'll still take some time for the kobolds to reach us.
Hey, how many times can you teleport, Bill?
Once per day.
Damn it, I wanted to go set fire to their things before we left.
Maybe you can come back and do that.
Okay, yeah. Let's drive Moondeer to bankruptcy afterwards.
Yeah.
Lloyd chimes in and he says, all right, well, it sounds like we just gotta take Bill here out somewhere we can teleport, and then he'll come back and then teleport all of us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, that sounds good. Kaurnflek is still thinking of a murderous plan of what to do after we get this plan all sorted out.
We just gotta, sneak you past the kobolds and then outside, right? And then I guess back?
Yeah, wait, back? Or can you remotely teleport?
Also, is it once every 24 hours or once every day?
Like if you took a nap, would you be able to do it again?
Yeah, come on, Bill. Give us the answers.
I have some coffee. Would that help?
Bill's just like, nope. I can only do it once a day. I gotta wait for there's like a little timer that shows up in my field of vision, and it's like, it counts down from 24 hours.
Wow.
But if we all go, who's gonna protect Yesenia?
Bill, do you have a sister we can leave here or something?
Nope.
What do you want? A Lloyd? Do you think he'll be helpful?
Lloyd says, Kaurnflek, I don't really know how to fight people.
Do we really know how to fight people?
More than I do.
Oh, is that true? Okay, so one of us should stay? Or
I can stay.
it feels wrong?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We just split the party, right? I mean, I'm pretty sneaky. Like I can hide real good. So I could go with Bill, and we could just sneak by, and all you guys can stay and make sure Yesenia's okay.
Yeah.
Yesenia interrupts whoever is talking, and she says, I can sense there's at least 3 groups of kobolds.
Great, one of us can take each of them.
There's one coming from the west, another from the east, and one from the south. And as the 3 of you sort of like look past her towards the north, you see that this is where the waterfall is. So there's at least like one avenue of like sneaking out.
You said north, east, and west?
West, east, and south. North is where the waterfall is.
Oh. Will you be safe here if we run that way?
I think I can hold them off for at least half a day.
Okay. You want us to, like, try and find you a gun or something?
Sorry, I don't know how to use magic guns.
What about regular guns?
They don't exist in this world.
Damn it! Thought I found the key to everything.
The answer was violence.
Is it not?
Well, Clerk will stay with you, right, Yesenia? Because he can't go anywhere else.
Oh yeah, see ya, Clerk.
Clerk Dad? Dad Clerk?
Dad Clerk.
Dad Clerk, we're gonna go with Fruit Daddy Bill.
He's our new dad.
That's what I'm calling it, Fruit Daddy Bill.
Yeah, how about everybody do an insight check?
Okay.
What are we trying to insight?
How much we hurt
The-
our dad's feelings.
But you have 2 dads.
Exactly. Twice the
Well,
hurt feelings.
actually, yeah, 3 dads, 4 dads.
4 dads total.
Actually, everybody go ahead and do it just like a straight wisdom check.
Oh.
Wisdom.
Not
Okay.
not insight. Sorry.
Wait,
Well,
can
it's
I
the same for me.
can I
7.
use the roll, or do I have to roll again?
If it's the same, you can just keep the roll. Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 16 for me.
I got a 23.
7.
Gobplerk, you are not aware of the strategic situation right now, but Goblet and Kaurnflek sort of pick up on it. There's 3 incoming groups of kobolds who, at best, will arrive in, like, optimistically, they'll arrive in 12 hours or so. Bill can only teleport once, but he doesn't know where to teleport. So someone has to take him out into the city and basically show him the place, and then he has to, like, come back.
How far are we from the city?
You guys are in the city, but someone has to, like... You would have to leave the botanical garden and then go somewhere and then come back.
And Tira said she would pick us up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she'll know a quick and easy spot.
Yeah, it could be faster to go under the ground.
Yeah, instead of thinking of it on our own, let's make the NPC do all the work.
Are we far from the entrance to the sewers?
You don't really know,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
but Clerk or Bill would probably know.
Okay. Well, first we gotta get out, right? There's only one way to go. Away.
Goblet feels pretty good. Like he's enjoying the scenery of trees, and he's well rested, and he's been meditating. So Goblet says, "Hey guys, I feel good. I think I can take on 3 groups of kobolds with Yesenia and Clerk.
Is this character development?
Am I growing as a goblin?
I think you are.
Yeah.
Is this the power of nature?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
power of self-reflection?
Yes. Because I've realized in my meditations here that plants can't move. And maybe it's time to not move as much anymore. So I'm going to stick put with Yesenia, who is a tree, and Clerk, who isn't a tree, but he can't go too far from the tree, so he's basically a tree too. Or Trent. I'm ready. And he stomps his foot on the ground.
That's pretty brave of you, Goblet. Are you sure?
Yeah. I can't die, and if I do, that's okay.
Lloyd does chime in and he says, "Yeah, guys, I don't know how good I am going to be in a fight. I can go take Bill if you guys want."
Yeah, because you remember the way back to the sewers, right? Once you're outside?
Yeah, totally.
I guess that could work, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's best.
Do you want some coffee, Bill? Have you had coffee before?
Yeah, but now when I have that, I'll just think about Herbert.
Oh, I don't
That
want to
sucks.
think
I don't
about
like that guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll keep the coffee in case I need it for the upcoming fight. If it happens, may not happen. Who knows what the future holds? So we have our plan.
We have our plan.
Plan.
All three of y'all are staying?
Do you think you need someone else to help you out, Bill?
I think I can do it. I wouldn't mind the help, though.
What do you guys think? Because I can go with Bill. Make sure we go all sneaky like, or maybe Kaurnflek. You want to go with Bill?
I think the sneakiness would help. Would be very helpful. So I think you should go with Bill.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with you, Bill and Lloyd. Bill. Well, I'll make sure they make it there.
I'll stay here.
Sounds like a plan.
Clerk says, "All right." He seems uncomfortable letting Gobplerk leave, but he heads over to his tent and he pulls out a chest. He brings it over and he opens it and he says, "I've been saving all this stuff for a moment like this." And he flips it open.
Treasure?
It's treasure.
We were right. The note did lead to treasure.
He rummages around the chest and he says, "I made all this from Yesenia's discarded branches." He pulls out a short bow +1 for Kaurnflek.
Yeehaw.
He pulls out a quarterstaff +1 for Goblet.
Wow, a big stick.
And he pulls out 2 daggers +1 for Gobplerk.
Wait, what does +1 mean?
It's magical, so it gives you +1 on attack rolls and damage rolls.
Wow.
This is so very hefty. Much better than my old staff. Thank you. He also turns to Yesenia and says, "Thank you."
Oh, it's no problem.
Thank you, Dad Plurk and Fruit Mommy, and also Bill Daddy Fruit.
Yeah, thank you, dads and mommies.
Thank you.
Lloyd says, "All right, let's go." Lloyd picks you up, Gobplerk, and puts you on Bill. And he himself hops onto the ass part.
He likes that ass, huh?
Bill says, you guys ready?"
Yeah. We should be good to go. Just gotta make sure we're sneaky like.
Bill hops up the waterfall,
Wow.
Wow.
leaving behind Yesenia, Clerk, Kaurnflek, and Goblet.
Wait, so, what had happened to the orcs after the whole Fruit Mother thing?
You told them to go make smoothies, so you assume that's all they've been doing.
So what if we got the orcs and then kind of released them onto the kobolds? That would at least buy some time, right? Or at least...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they listen to you, right? They
Yeah.
think you're the fruit mother.
Yesenia, is there a way that, you could give me something that might, convince them that I'm the fruit mother just in case they've stopped believing me or something? Like a big fruit?
I could give you a big fruit.
I think that's it. I think that's all I need.
So maybe, Kaurnflek, you can go get the orcs, and then I can go start making a scent trail that goes in a big circle.
Okay. Kaurnflek goes to the direction wherever the orcs were, along with a big... What fruit does the fruit mother give me?
Yesenia gives you a big alien-looking fruit.
Okay. Do you have any advice for us, Yesenia? And also Clerk. Clerk's there, right?
Clerk's there too.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys know these forests much better than we do.
Clerk, you know the kobolds from living with them. Is there anything we should know or should pay attention to?
If you want to leave and head out to the orcs, the easiest way is probably back up the waterfall and then circle around.
Oh, so I'd go the same direction as Bill?
Initially, at least, and then because it doesn't seem like they're coming from that direction, so that's probably the easiest way to go, unless you want to try and sneak around them.
No, you're right. I'll do that. I'll do the first one. I don't think they would go back to their base for reinforcements, right? I don't think there's a need to get rid of any stash of weapons they might have, because they would have taken them already. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go collect my loyal following. I'm sorry for pretending to be you, Fruit Mother. It's something I must do.
Oh no, it's okay. You can be my priestess.
Kaurnflek cries tears of joy. And then she sets off on the vine.
Yesenia raises one branch and touches your right shoulder, and then lifts it over and touches your left shoulder. She says, I bequeath upon you the power of the Fruit Mother. She's being very sarcastic.
Kaurnflek is crying tears of joy out of every orifice of her body. I won't let you down. And she runs off.
Alright, Goblet, well that just leaves me and you.
Well, I was planning to go to the south way and start to set up some traps, set up some circular pea trails. Do you have any other ideas? Maybe we can throw some ropes or something, or see what's out there.
Alright, we can go together.
Right.
Goblet, you head out, along with Clerk, leaving behind Yesenia. The camera slowly zooms in, and we see that she has a bit of a worried look on her face. And you can see that she feels bad that everybody is doing this for her. She knows that everybody could leave if they wanted to, but in theory, they haven't. We cut to a shot of Bill and Lloyd and Gobplerk. The three of you guys are galloping along as the path in the jungle opens up and you burst through the brush. We cut to Kaurnflek, who's having difficulty jumping up the waterfall. You're doing small 3-foot jumps each time to get to a ledge.
Like a Maple Story jump quest.
Yep, it's painful to watch. And we cut to Goblet and Clerk as the two of you set traps on the south approach to the sanctuary. And lastly, we cut to Herbert leading a squad of kobolds with a new coat jacket draped around his shoulders. He's yelling at everybody to get a move on. The kobolds near him are lighting the brush on fire as they close upon the path. Apparently Yesenia is doing. As we end with a close-up on his determined face, behind him we hear some deep rumbling, a machine. Hey everyone, it's me again. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of our Goblin arc. If you did, please do share the podcast with friends or family who you might who you think might enjoy it. Join us next time as Kaurnflek, Gobplerk, and Goblet fight for their lives.